Yes, what's going on? It's Omahhoward behind the music. We're back. Right, it's a beautiful day today. See this? It's lovely. I'm with DeeRiginal right now.
Come.
Where are we?
We're in Pimlico, Central London.
Yeah, we're doing it, man. Before we record the Friday freestyle, which you will see on the socials, we're gonna go take a tour around the ends, man. This is where you grew up, innit?
Yeah. Foundational feelings.
Jeez, foundation. Let's do this. You grew up here where we are now, yeah?
Yeah, Pimlico, Lilliton Gardens Estate.
This is the first time I've been Pimlico, you know?
Yeah?
First time I've been. I just drive through. I've kind of got no business in Pimlico.
It's a cut-through area.
Yeah.
You never just stop and be like, oh, I'm sitting in Pimlico.
Yes.
Yeah. It's one of those places where like it's central, but it's in a little corner, so it's like, it's kind of like you said, you only maybe pass through it, not actually like be in it sort of thing. But yeah, bro, literally, this is like where I spent the first 12 years of my life in this block here. Yeah.
For me, it's interesting. Like, I kind of wanted to ask you this because I've been following your journey for a sec. I think since the act, that freestyle that you were with Names Bliss, a couple others.
Yeah.
And DeeRiginal's it's a cool name. I'm interested in the origins of where DeeRiginal came from.
I first started making music in school when I was like 14. And I went through like a bag of names. Obviously, I started with my actual government name, D'Angelo, but D'Angelo's already taken.
Yes.
And then I wanted something original. And eventually I got to the name Original D, but it wasn't original. To get it, it was just like the Original D, it's cliche, innit?
Yeah.
And then a friend of mine in drama class said, yo, D, why don't you just flip it into DeeRiginal? And I was like, oh, that works. So big up my guy, Gerald. If he ever watches this video from school, Westminster City School of Victoria, my guy, covered. And that's how DeeRiginal became a thing.
Mad. You know, it's so mad because like a lot of us start this music thing when we're young as just like the passion, and it always is still the passion. Because I saw a video of you rapping at like 15 on your gram. Yeah, it's so interesting because me and my boys, when we rap or know people that rap, it's almost beyond the music in a sense of like everyone has a different way to tap in and meditate. Some people meditate, some people do ice baths, and I feel like as an artist, when you're just going with your friends and you're rapping, you're tapping into this like unconscious feelings, thoughts, and emotions. Do you find that? Because you've been doing it for a long time.
At times I do. It varies. But yeah, when I first started, I was just gassed. I just wanted to spit bars and show I could rap well. But yes, as time went on, you get older, you mature, you start thinking about what you're saying and the things you're representing. You become more intentional with the things you say, how you say things. But then sometimes, like you said, like sometimes you tap into things that you didn't even realize are there in your head. Thoughts and feelings you have that are more subconscious. And it's only after you like finish maybe writing a song, you're like, oh, bro, I feel so good. Like, I didn't even know I felt that way. But now I do. This has affirmed it. Like, I was able to sit down and really get this out of me. So, you know, it just depends on the vibe still, you know?
It's just a proper release, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, it's this, for me, you know, it's a breath of fresh air. And that's why I describe our music as fresh air music as of lately, because over the years, it's a contrast in terms of what it represents. Because what it really means that in terms of like the music, all of it comes from everybody else, taking in what everybody else does and understanding that to be an individual, to be distinctive, is to take all your influences from all the other individuals that you know to make something fresh. So yeah, I'm just a result of everyone else that's sick. Basically. Yeah. Everyone else, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I hear something today that's sick, it inspires me, bruv.
For real.
Like, so, yeah, like, and it's mad, like, so many different genres, so many different, like, times, eras. Naturally, we just grow, and I think for as long as I can remember, I've just been someone that's just, like, just tried to absorb as much as I can, you know? Before I even started to make music, to be honest with you, like, even little things that, I don't know, playing FIFA, and like hearing music that I wasn't used to listening to when I was like 10. Like indie music, for instance.
This is proper. What's the maddest kind of memory you have over here?
Being like 12 and jumping across different platforms on the roof with my friends.
Shut up.
Being crazy little kids.
Shut up. Here?
Now you can't see it from this angle, but there's like bits just up around there. When, like, you know, you're young and you're playing like run-outs and you're playing like silly games on the block. And I look back, we were risking our lives like idiots.
Yeah, that's mad. This is mad parkour you could do here, isn't it?
yeah, bro, it's crazy.
This is wicked.
I feel very nostalgic here. Like, experienced a lot of my first ever memories here. For context, like for the first maybe 10 years of my life, I had like, quite a sheltered upbringing in the sense of like my mum didn't really want me out on the block like before I turned like 11, like when I was leaving primary school.
Right.
So when I started to come out on the outside on the streets, this was the first place that I experienced like the bulk of my memories in. You know, other than going to school or seeing like family members, this was the first block that everything happened for me. So around 11 years old onwards. So
sick.
Yeah, man.
It's interesting, man. Also, ¿hablas español?
I don't speak Spanish like that, but you know, if you give me a little ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás? That's the act like that. Is it act that or act like that?
What did it be?
The
¿Cómo
freestyle.
estás? Are you alright, Bonnie, baby? What you doing tonight? Can you inspire me to focus up like that? Up on the play that go.
Hey, that's the freestyle I first saw of you, and that's why I was like, oh my.
Does he speak Spanish?
Does he speak Spanish?
No. But I did have a good friend in school that was Colombian and taught me a bit of Spanish.
Yeah.
So that's why like, I understand like, a couple phrases, you know, just the basics, you know. Like, how are you? You're right. Oh, I'm good. Okay, you know, all of that.
That's all anyone knows when they go to Spain, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying? The basics.
Hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? And because I kind of do look Colombian, they assume. When they start rizzing off bare Spanish to me, I'm like, nah, I just can't do it.
Yeah, you got an ambiguous look about you.
Yeah, very ethnically ambiguous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I could be South American.
Yep. You could be East African.
East African.
Yep.
English, mate.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got the mixture.
Yeah, got the mixture, man. And so, you know, we were on the phone earlier, and you said to me, which was mad. You were like, I'm gonna drop 4 songs this month in March.
Yes.
That's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the thought process behind doing that?
Flooding the streets, man.
Yeah.
Like last year, I put out like an album worth of music in the form of singles across like a year, let's say. But like half of them were like features and collabs with others. So like my challenge this year is double the work rate basically.
Yeah.
And like give people minimum like an album worth of DeeRiginal songs that are just DeeRiginal songs. Not to mention the features and collabs I'm doing anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm kinda, I say in 2025 I'm kinda on my Russ vibe. You know Russ from North America?
Yes.
Like there was a year where like he dropped like 1 song every week for like 52 weeks. I mean I ain't going that far.
Right. You never know.
But at the moment I was like, you know what, March, new month, let's just see what happens.
Yeah. But because it's interesting because as creatives we tend to be we're perfectionists, and you know we create art and it's like, oh, I can do better, and you're very picky and choosy. Are you just like all out, let's just go? Do you have that perfectionist mindset, do you think, as well?
I'm picky. Yeah, let's go down here. I am picky. It's weird though. So like, creatively, I'll just write, I'll record things for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to putting music out, I am picky. So like, these 4 songs that I'm putting out this month are songs that I had to be sure that I wanted to go out publicly, you know? I didn't want to just make something last night and be like, yeah, it's going out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to think about it. But then sometimes there are certain songs where you just make them and you're like, this is so relevant and current and powerful that people need to hear it. And then even if I don't release it, I'll just share it on social media and see the response. To be honest, that's what happened with my latest release, Vincent Square. So at the time of filming this, my latest release is Vincent Square. And I wrote and recorded that in like December. And then I shared it in like Jan and dropped it. Like,
that was a banger.
Yeah.
Could be neurodivergent, sometimes I think that I'm autistic.
Hey, bro.
But oi, let's deep that bar.
Yeah.
Could be neurodivergent, sometimes I think that I'm autistic.
Gotta be tapped in some sort of way to be this artistically gifted.
And that's so real. Because, you know, I honestly think this, that we're all on the spectrum, you know?
Yes, we are.
We're all on the spectrum.
Yeah, well.
And it's like, especially us as creatives and artists like yourself, you have to unleash a weird side of you.
Yes, you have to. In order to be distinctive, you gotta let your weirdness come out and try and turn your weirdness into something wavy that translates.
Yeah.
So it's something that can be digestible, you know? It's like, it's a bit, but it's not a horrible, it's like a, ooh, I like that weirdness. I'm into that weirdness. It kind of works, you know? Look at Young Thug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's key, man. That's key. I think any type of creative, the more we can tap into our weirdness and turn it into something wavy, I think that's how we stand out as ourselves. You know?
Turn your weirdness into something wavy, yeah. That's a quote, we're gonna quote that. That's beautiful. Yeah, man. What was the response like on that track?
Big, very big. Like, I think a big sign of success for me when it comes to putting out music publicly is when people go out of their way to make their own content with the song and post it on social media without me asking.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened with Vincent Square. Like, I posted a bag of snippets of unreleased music and jams, and that one, it just flew, bro. Like, on TikTok, people just making all their videos, like, and I thought, oh, okay, that's a sign of social currency. Like, the impact is already there. So, as of lately, that I would say that's something that I'm really proud about, knowing that I have that level of social currency, where people just want to take the music and make more out of it, apply the music to their life and actually just document it visually. So
yeah, and that's what's your music. I have to guess out because your music is easily applicable to life because of what you talk about. You know, it's sometimes you listen to people's music and you have to imagine to be able to relate to them because not everyone's on road, not everyone's doing this and doing that.
Yeah.
But with your music, it's like, shit, man, I felt that before. I felt that before. And I was thinking that. And have you always been making music like that, or is that a recent shift?
I can't say always, because I know when I first started making music at 14, nah. But something clicked somewhere along this 15-year journey. Wow, it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
More than half my life now. Technically, just over 50% of my life I've been doing this.
Jeez.
Yeah, there was a click. There was a switch somewhere. I don't know what year it was, but I think my first ever like organically accepted song in the public eye was a song called "Oh Mary."
Right.
And it was a song. Oh Mary, Mary, marry me. You just keep on attracting me. This was like 2014, I'd say. And it was the first song that organically people were just listening to. Replay value was high. I was bumping into people, they were stopping me for it. It was the first time I'd say I had an organic impact that wasn't maybe centered around purely just trying to get my family or friends like to take me in, if that makes sense.
Right.
I think that's what also helped as well. When I stopped kind of relying on like my family and friends to be my immediate audience. Nowadays, I appreciate when they are locked in, but I see them as like a bonus. Like, I never put pressure on them to be like, oh, you know me, so like you should just be locked. Like, no, I get it, because not everyone's gonna be your cup of tea, innit?
Yeah.
Whether you're related or not.
Yeah.
And I think that mentality translated into my music somehow.
Yeah.
Or at least in terms of how I put music out and the expectations I get from putting music out publicly. So.
Yeah, because we have so much like emphasis on my friends ain't supporting me, man. But it's like, yo, they're your friends regardless.
Regardless.
You should be trying to reach to your larger audience.
Which is strangers.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
You know, strangers. Big up the strangers.
Big up the strangers, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Come on. All right, pick up yourself. What we're going to do, we're going to go record this freestyle. Go check it out on the socials. You ready, yeah? Let's do this.
Yes,
all right, cool. Forward. See you next time.